everyone, welcome to Behind the Screen. I am your host Jaleesa. This is episode 3 where we bring you everything on film and television. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Black Tree TV and follow us on Instagram at Jaleesa Lashay at Black Tree TV. Thank you so much for being here. March is officially Women's History Month, and we kicked it off in Hollywood at the Black Women in Hollywood event, which is hosted by Essence Magazine every year. It was such an honor to be in that room, surrounded by amazing women who have really paved the way for so many of us who are coming up, and it was a pleasure to be there. And so the people who were honored at the event were actually Tiffany Haddish, who we all love. She actually received her award. It was presented by Little Rel of Get Out and Gerard Carmichael's show, also a longtime friend of Tiffany Haddish. And she gave this incredible speech about just staying true to yourself and being filled with happiness. And it was just a lot of positive energy there. So congratulations, Tiffany. And then among the other honorees were Tessa Thompson, who you may know is currently shooting Creed 2. She was also in Thor, is a part of the Marvel Universe, and her award was presented by her good friend, Janelle Monáe. And then, of course, we had Lena Waithe, who is an amazing writer who you may know from winning her Emmy for her episode of Masters of None. She gave an incredible speech about the importance of the LGBTQ community, not hiding, being proud of who they are, and how we still need to make strides in Hollywood, specifically in Black Hollywood, for that community. And her award was presented by Justin Simien of Dear White People, and Angela Bassett, Mama Bassett, who looked amazing. She had on this white jumpsuit, and she was just everyone's goals in the room. Congratulations, Lena and Tessa Thompson. And then last but definitely not least, coming off of Black History Month, we had Black Panther, which has broke so many records, did amazing. And the final honoree of the event was Danai Gurira, who played Okoye, and her award was presented by Lupita Nyong'o, and she gave just a tremendous, tremendous speech. But I think the highlight of that moment was at the end when she gave out a Black Panther call, and everyone stood up and said, "Wakanda forever." It was so exciting to see the unison. There were so many Black Panther references throughout the evening, and we just had a wonderful, wonderful time at the Black Women in Hollywood event. So thank you, Essence. Thank you, Black Tree TV. What a great time for Black women and women of all colors. Of course, the Oscars just aired. By the time you guys see this episode, the Oscars would have aired, but we're actually shooting before the airing, so we don't want to give any of our nominations or our predictions away yet because you already know who won. But we just have to say that we are rooting for 3 Billboards, Get Out, Call Me By Your Name, which were some of my favorite films. If you haven't already seen them, I mean, 3 Billboards is a wonderful film with a woman lead who is amazing. She's just incredible in that film, and I wouldn't be surprised if she walked home with an award. Call Me By Your Name is a beautiful love story, period. Like, so many people are talking about that it focuses on a gay couple and this idea, but it is a beautiful love story that is relatable for all of us out there, and you should definitely check it out. Timothée, who is a really young actor from New York, is really making strides and has a wonderful career ahead of him. So we're definitely rooting for that film as well. And then last but not least, Get Out, Jordan Peele. I mean, that script, that story, the idea, the concept is unlike anything that we've ever seen in film history. So we definitely want to share our love to Get Out, and you guys know who won already, so we just hope that those films are somewhere in the mix. And then now let's get into, I mean, the reason we're here to talk about film and television. March is coming out of award season. March is a pretty slow month for film. There's not a lot of films coming out, but we definitely want to acknowledge and highlight A Wrinkle in Time. Ava DuVernay is incredible. If you do not know anything about her, I mean, she previously did 13th, Selma, and she's just an incredible filmmaker who really makes strides and gives opportunities to women. So we definitely want to highlight her film, which comes out today. So make sure you check it out and go to the theater and bring all the young women. It's based off of A Wrinkle in Time, the 60s novel, which really focuses on using light to beat darkness. And it's just so many powerful messages and quotes that could be taken from that film. It stars Storm Reed, who is a young, beautiful woman of color, and we're so excited for her to have this opportunity. And of course, we have the 3 misses who are kind of the mystical figures, heroes in the film, and they are played by Reese Witherspoon, Mindy Kaling, and Oprah Winfrey. And I actually had a chance to sit down with the misses, with Oprah Winfrey herself, guys. I'm still freaking out about the fact that I hugged Oprah and we had that opportunity, but they had so many gems and jewels and messages that we can apply to our lives in that interview. So I definitely want to highlight that and check that out. So let's see. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
This is such a surreal moment for me because, Oprah, you're on my vision board for
Am
2018.
Really?
And I am here, so I have manifested this moment.
Congratulations.
Do you even have a vision board? And if so, what type of things are on it?
Wow. Yeah.
Good
Oprah.
question.
No.
Do you have one? I don't have one anymore.
Yeah.
No.
I do. I still have things I want to accomplish and things I want to do. I think there's so much more to do. And I think the great thing about life is you have so many chapters.
Yes.
And they got to be all different, too. You got to mix it up.
I want to run a marathon.
You do?
I want
Do
to
it.
before
I support you in that.
and you've done it.
I've done it. I support you in that. Everybody should do one.
One.
Yeah,
I
you
wanna
should do
that.
one. Vision board anymore because I am a powerful manifester, and I know that, and I know how to do it without physically putting it on a board. I know how. You have to. You want to know how to do it?
Absolutely.
You have to meet the vibration. You can't be above or below it. It's just what I was talking about, negative energy, positive energy. In order to draw the thing to you that you want to come, you can't want it so much that you fear that you won't get it.
And then, if you guys didn't know, on March 16th, Tomb Raider is actually coming out. You should know of the video game. It was originally published in 1996, and it became one of the biggest video games of our time because of how interactive it was, engaging. It's actually pretty scary, so I'm interested to see how they kind of apply that to this film. And then, if you don't recall, but you should, Angelina Jolie previously played Tomb Raider in some of the previous films, and we loved her. She looked just like her. So I can't wait to see the new film, which stars Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft, how she kind of takes that and gives it her own approach, and how kind of we can compare it to the previous film with Angelina Jolie. So Tomb Raider, March 16th. It's another film coming out. On the lookout. Now let's take a look into what's coming on TV in March. If you all haven't already watched it, Atlanta is back, season 2, Robin season on FX. The show, of course, was created and stars Donald Glover, whom you may also know as Childish Gambino, Lakeith Stanfield, who we love. It's a phenomenal cast and a true depiction of Atlanta, the culture, the environment. The first episode recently aired, and you may want to check it out if you haven't. It has a pretty interesting intro that really kind of compares to why it's titled Robin season. And there's a lot of little moments that we didn't get full closure on, so I'll be interested to see how they kind of tie all of that in throughout the rest of the season and how it compares to season 1, which is very different than anything I've ever seen on television. I'm a huge fan of Atlanta. Really, really looking forward to these episodes. So Atlanta season 2 is back. Now let's take a look at some of our streaming services and what they're giving us. Of course, in this new digital landscape that we live in, so many of us actually don't have cable and are big fans of Hulu and Netflix. So some of our favorite childhood films, if you're my age, if you love the 90s, if you're a 90s baby, some of our favorite childhood films are coming to Hulu. This month we have Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Dirty Dancing, and Power Rangers. We all love Power Rangers. You can watch them, you can catch them on Hulu. And there's also some exciting things coming to Netflix as well. Cruel Intentions, which is one of the films that I loved. I don't know looking back if it was really a good film, but it's a film that I enjoyed as a child. So that's available on Netflix, and so much more. So it's a lot to come to these streaming services every month, and you want to stay here because we'll keep you updated. Behind the Screen, episode 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you everyone for your support. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow us on social media. And until next time, Behind the Screen.